I have watched this long video and will summarize it for you so you can decide if you want to watch it too, with the link in the description. Please like and subscribe. Tom Bilyeu welcomed Gabor Matè back to discuss his recent book, The Myth of Normal: Trauma, Illness, and Healing in a Toxic Culture. Gabor argues that society's idea of normal behavior and health are not natural or helping us. Rather, they are making us sick. Illness is a logical response to our culture's abnormal and unhealthy demands to suppress our true feelings and ignore core needs. Our culture's toxic parenting tells caregivers to ignore cries, enforce rigid schedules, and use coercive tactics that traumatize children emotionally. Even with parents' care, troubled kids get the message they can't express their authentic selves and that their needs don't matter. Repressing natural emotions rewires children's behaviors. Their minds adapt unconsciously to fit dysfunctional environments, but at great cost to long-term nervous system and immune health. Much physical and mental illness results directly from repressing emotions that disrupt signals between mind and body. Gabor countered prevailing notions of inherent human violence and selfishness by citing cultures grounded in communal support and nurturing values as better examples of environments that meet core human needs. Modern societal toxicity denies these basic needs, creating abnormal uncertainty that manifests in stress diseases and psychological epidemics of addiction, depression, and obesity. Certain problematic psychological patterns found in the chronically ill represent childhood adaptations to suppress feelings and ignore needs for parent approval, like excessively conscientious or conflict-avoiding tendencies in those prone to autoimmunity. Repressing healthy anger wears down nervous system and immune functioning over time. Such childhood adaptations aim for survival, but become maladaptive unconscious patterns later. Core to healing is acknowledging past repression and releasing fixations to unhealthy behavioral. Gabor challenged treating most illness as disconnected brain diseases, asking instead how childhood contexts shaped them. The very word depression means pushing down emotions in line with traumatic upbringings demanding children bury authentic feelings. Real healing from depression and disease requires recognizing past repression and finding acceptance for one's true self in healthy relationships. Dominant social institutions like healthcare and education reflect and reinforce cultural toxicity more than meeting developmental needs essential to human thriving. Large corporations' knowing contributions to illness and harm exhibit profound disconnection from concern for societal well-being, as seen in addictive engineered foods, climate science denial, dangerous opioid marketing, and other examples. Such willful blindness and trauma manifest in those elevated to power across sectors as well. Gabor stressed how vital societal understanding of trauma is to change. Trauma-induced illness gets transmitted generationally, but he refuses to blame his parents for their own extreme trauma surviving genocide. Because psychological patterns can shift through new learning, he holds hope in humanity's positive potential to choose nourishing cultural values aligned with our communal caring essence. Tom affirmed these insights apply universally. Beyond demonizing others' perceived flaws, empathy can help heal divisions for which politics and power battles often mask root causes like unhealed trauma. Despite shared traumatic legacies, Gabor remains optimistic. Human consciousness can govern trauma's unconscious effects. Choosing individual healing sustains the widening societal transformation essential for people to thrive as intended. That's all for this summary. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, set the notification, and drop me a comment. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.